all. So I'm just about to start a very basic, very quick morning yoga just to warm up my body and loosen up from the night. So if you want to, feel free to join me. It's going to be, again, very brief, very simple. So I always start kneeling, toes bent underneath my feet, and just take a second here to let the fascia at the base of your feet where it's the thickest just start to kind of stretch open a little bit. So just come to a nice rest. Start to plug into your ujjayi breathing. Maybe take a couple big inhales and loud exhales to just let all that stale breath go. When you're ready, sealing your lips and beginning to breathe through your nose, swirling the air through the constriction of your throat, creating a wave-like sound. That is your ujjayi breath. And finding tabletop, hands and knees on the ground, with a nice flat neutral spine. And on your inhales, stretching up, arching your back gently, head lifts up. And on your exhales, rounding your back, again gently, allowing the head to relax, the neck to relax. And following that same breath, inhaling, arching and stretching and lengthening. Inhaling, rounding, decompressing. And when I say gently, this is not the time to try to find the fullest expression of a posture. We're just starting to move the spine. Next exhale, slowly finding a gentle downward dog. Maybe keeping your knees bent, heels lifted off the ground. And then slowly walking your feet to our hands. Again, gently bending the knees, relaxing the head and neck, and allow yourself to find Tadasana, mountain pose. Coming to the top of your mat, taking a couple breaths here. Beginning to engage your body, tilting that pelvis away from arch, engaging your legs, spreading your toes and planting them firmly, engaging your shoulders, your chest, your core. And on your next inhale, reaching up high. Exhale, folding forward. Finding a gentle forward fold, relaxing the head and neck. Inhale, lifting halfway up. And exhale, folding forward, stepping back through your exhale onto your belly. Inhale, gently finding an upward dog. And exhale, slowly pushing back into downward dog. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. And again, being gentle with your body, slow, easy. This is the first movement of the day. Nothing has to be beautifully perfect and fully expressed. Perfect is doing what your body needs you to. And on your next exhale, walking your feet back to the top of the mat. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, coming all the way up. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lifting halfway up with a flat back. Exhale, stepping back into a high plank, coming down on our knees, and pushing through in a modified chaturanga. Up into up dog, and exhaling back into down dog. Taking your 3 breaths here. Armpits are facing your knees. Toes are spread wide and planted firmly. Hands and feet are pulling together as if both were on separate slippery towels and you're trying to make sure you don't slide out. And at the end of your next exhale, walking or stepping your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, lifting halfway up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lifting all the way up. And exhale, returning to heart center. Inhale, arms lift high. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, step back and lower down. Inhale, gently lift up into upward dog. Exhale, back into Adho Mukha Savasana. Hips pulled back. Hands plant firm, knuckles firmly planted into the ground. And on the end of your next exhale, walking or stepping your feet back to the top of the mat. Inhale, lifting halfway up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, rising to mountain. And exhale, hands center. Now we're moving into 3 rounds of our Sun B. So inhale, start strong, arms reach up. Exhale, fingertips brush the mat. Inhale, lifting up into chair. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lifting halfway up with a flat back. Exhale, stepping back and lowering through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot spins down, 45-degree angle. Right foot steps, is not thrown between your hands. Inhale, standing up in your first warrior 1. I take a couple breaths here on my first round to establish a strong warrior 1, making sure that my back isn't arching, making sure that I'm as low as I can be while keeping my hips squared front, keeping my core engaged. My shoulders, again, armpits are facing forward. And on your next exhale, hands come down and frame the feet, stepping back and lowering. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot spins this time. Left foot slowly finds a place between your hands. Inhaling up into warrior 1. Finding your alignment here. Maybe narrowing your stance if your hips can't face front. And on your next exhale, hands come down. Left foot steps back, lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Taking our 3 breaths here. And on the end of the next exhale, stepping or walking your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, up into chair. Exhale, standing all the way up tall. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fingertips brush the mat. Inhale, chair. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, stepping back, lowering. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot spins at a 45, right foot steps forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands frame the foot, stepping back and lowering down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot spins, left foot steps between the hands. Inhale, lifting up into warrior one. And exhale, hands come down, foot steps back, lowering through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Finding this time 5 breaths. As we get comfortable in our Sun B, we follow our breath. 1 breath to 1 movement. Sometimes we can fall out of that breath. It's fast. So here's an opportunity to reconnect with your breathing. The bottom of your next exhale, stepping, hopping, floating, walking forward. Inhale, lifting halfway up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale into chair. And exhale, standing tall. Last one, 1 breath to 1 movement again. Inhale, rise tall. Exhale, fingertips brush the mat. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog, left foot steps down, right foot steps forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands come down, foot steps back. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot spins down, left foot steps forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands come down, foot steps back, lower. Inhale, upward dog, and exhale, downward dog. One. 2. 3. 4. And on the end of this exhale, stepping, floating, or walking forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, fingertips brush, chair. Inhale, standing all the way up. Inhale, right foot steps out. Right foot goes straight off your mat. Left foot is at a 45-degree angle. Arms go out strong. Trikonasana, triangle. Our right hand reaches as far off the mat as possible before we tilt all the way over, finding our shin, the mat, or peace fingers to your big toe. Staying here for 5 breaths. Rolling your left hip back, trying to be as narrow and flat as possible. Hips opening up towards the front of your body. On your last exhale, left hand comes down to the ground. Right hand lifts up, rotated triangle. Again, our hips are staying flat. Our chest is opening and our gaze is upwards towards our hand. Right hand returns to the mat, so we're facing over our right shin. Hips square towards the front of our mat. Inhale halfway with a flat back, and exhale, trying to bring our chest to our knee. Maintaining your hips are level and square. You may have to shorten your stance. And on our next inhale, right knee bends, left knee finds the ground. And we sit up, tilting our pelvis forward. We're stretching the front of our quad. So I have my left toes curled underneath my foot, and I'm activating that posterior tilt, making the back of my back as flat as possible. And if you can't feel it in that quad, that means that you're probably arching. On your next inhale, knee lifts off the ground. We open towards the front of our mat, feet pointed inward slightly to protect our knees, so heels are just a little bit wider than the balls of our feet. We inhale here in a wide leg and exhale into a forward fold. Hands find the mat, and we slowly pull ourselves closer to the earth. Head and neck relaxed. Legs working. Core engaged. Next inhale, lifting halfway up, engaging all of the stuff that should already be engaged. Exhale, finding our hips with our hands. Inhale, standing all the way up. Now rotating our feet to start exactly how we started, but now on the opposite side. Left foot points forward, straight off the mat. Right foot is at a 45-degree angle. Arms out, strong. Allow that right hip to go out to the right. Left arm reaches as far forward as possible before we tilt. Left hand finding either our shin, the floor, or our peace fingers to our big toe. Chest opens up, gaze points upward. And again, trying to be as flat as possible, like we're fitting between two planes of glass. On our next exhale, right hand finding the ground. Left hand opening up, twisting our triangle, or revolving our triangle. Maintaining a flatness. Maintaining our core engagement, our legs, our toes are working. And on your next exhale, left hand comes down to the earth. We square our hips forward. Inhale with a flat back, lifting halfway up. And exhale, bringing our chest towards our shin. Relaxing the head and neck. maintaining that level, square pelvis. And on our next inhale, left knee bends, right knee finds the ground, toes tucked under, and we lift up into this quad stretch again. It's probably called like modified crescent or something, I don't know. But our pelvis again tilting in a direction that makes our back flatter so that we can engage that quad stretch. And my left leg is even firing too here. This is an active posture. And on your next inhale, lifting up into Warrior One, stepping up to the top of your mat. Basically finished. We're going to close with one more vinyasa. So inhale, arms lift high. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lifting halfway up. Exhale, stepping back, but staying here for a moment. We're going to hold plank for just a minute. First knuckles of your hands are planted firmly. You're not arching your back, you're tucking your butt. You're making an ugly butt, squeezing your butt cheeks in. Your quads are turned on and engaged, your calves are engaged. You're pulling your hands towards your feet. Belly buttons are trying to squeeze in tight towards our spine. And exhale, slowly lowering, lifting up through your upward dog and back into child's pose. Finding rest here. And now from here, feel free to move into any kind of postures that you might feel like you need still. Typically what I would do now is sit in some kind of relaxing pose where maybe I have a mild stretch, and then slowly starting to move into my daily meditation. You can do that, you can do Shavasana. After meditation I typically journal and then write my gratitudes down. So if you want to incorporate any of that into your day, it will do nothing but bless you. But I hope that this